For lesson 5, what we're going to be working on is setting a price. And setting a price in your workbook is section 1.3 if you want to go along and see the examples done in the book. The learning intentions, or what you should be able to do by the end of this lesson, is you should be able to understand the definitions or the difference between wholesale price, retail price, and what markup is. The second thing will be you'll be able to calculate a markup. And third, you'll be able to add tax to calculate a final price of an item. We need to start this lesson with some definitions. So first of all, when you see wholesale, wholesale represents the price that a store paid for an item. So when you go into a store to buy a shirt, there's the price on the shirt, but that's not what the store paid for it because they need to make some money. So what the store paid for it is the wholesale price. The retail price is the price a store sells an item for. So the price on the price tag when you go into a store, let's say you go into a store, shirt is $20, then that is the retail price. That's the price you, the consumer, pays. And finally, the markup is another definition you need. You'll see this one quite a bit. Markup is the retail price minus the wholesale price. Another way of saying that is it's how much extra the store charges for an item. So let's say you're a store owner, you get a shirt for $10 from the supplier, you paid $10 wholesale. You're going to sell it for $25, so the retail price is $25. So the difference, you're selling it for $25, you bought it for $10, your markup is $15. So today when you're working with markup, markup is most often going to be shown as a percent of the price. So here's an example. You own a store and you buy jeans for $30 from the supplier. You're going to mark them up 125%. Now the questions are going to get asked in two ways. Sometimes it'll be an A and a B and you'll see both. Sometimes they'll just ask it in one way and you're expected to know what they're asking for. So first, what is the markup? Is just how much more are you going to charge? And then the other way of asking this is how much do you charge the customer, or what's the final price? And that will be the original you paid for it plus the markup. So let's look at the first one. What is the markup? Well, we've been working with percents in our last lesson. So in order to find this, what you want to do is you want to find what is 125% of $30. So one way we did this last day was using percent in its decimal form. We moved the decimal over 2 spots, so it will be 1.25 of means times $30. Well, that will equal $37.50. The second way I showed you how to do this last day was it's 125% out of 100 equals how much out of 30. And when we use our fish technique, we get 37.50. So our markup, or the extra we're going to charge the customer to make sure we make a profit, is $37.50. That is the markup. Now, how much do you charge the customer? Well, you paid $30 for the jeans. You're going to mark them up $37.50. So to know what price you're going to put on your price tags, you simply add them together. It's your $30 that was your cost, plus the $37.50 markup you're going to charge, and you're going to charge $67.50 for this pair of jeans. Now we're going to look at using percents in another way, and that's to calculate tax on an item. So in BC, we're working on an HST system, at least for a little while longer. Some of the other provinces have HST, some of the other provinces still do GST and PST. If this was an HST question, you'd only have to calculate tax once. So I'm going to show you, if there was GST and PST, how to do it twice. So to calculate the cost of something, we're going to use the same jeans as we did in the last question, $67.50 for these jeans. Calculate 5% GST and 6% PST. So we are looking to find out how much GST is, 5% of $67.50. So we can change this to a decimal by making it jump twice. 0.05 of means times 6750, or we could use it's 5% out of 100, and it's how much out of 6750, and we could use our fish technique. Either way we do this, we get $3.37.5. Sorry, 37.5 cents. Always round money to the nearest penny. Penny is 2 decimal places, so this 0.375 is going to become 0.38. So that is the amount of our GST. Now let's find the amount of the PST. The PST was 6% of 6750. So 0.06, because the decimal jumps twice, times 6750. Or we could use it's 6 out of 100%, and this is how much of the total. And either way, we get $4.05 for the PST. Now, a question might just say, how much is the GST, how much is the PST? We're done. A question may also say, now how much are you going to pay for it total? Well, we could take our price of the jeans plus the 2 taxes and add them all together to get our finished price. And our finished price that the consumer will pay is $74.93. So the rest of this section 1.3, we've already done the first half, which was working with all the percents, is now using them. So we're going to use them to calculate markup, and we're going to use them to calculate tax. And you should now be ready to do, in your workbook, all the way up to and including being finished up to page 48. If you need to see some extra examples, your workbook shows you a few examples. Hopefully between the video and the book examples, you're ready to go.